Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Pure Truth. Today is what's today? 11th?
March 11th.
March 11th. And we are here. We're back. I know we missed a little bit of time in between, but we're going to try to be more consistent and do this every week, at least once a week. I have Miss Jazz, the medium, here.
Hi, everybody.
And today we are going to talk about crystals. We are going to talk about crystals, and we're each going to talk about at least one herb. So we're going to tell you some of the properties of the crystals, what they do, and like what chakra they affect of the body. So since Jazz is a guest, I will allow her to go first.
I like the way she did that. Jazz again, so I'll allow her to go first. Okay. The first crystal I will go with is my favorite crystal in the whole wide world, and that's labradorite. Labradorite is a great crystal for the throat, the brow, third eye, and the crown chakra. I wonder, where did I put my piece of labradorite at? I got a big piece of labradorite, but it's not right here with me. It's a very pretty crystal too. It comes in different colors, but I like the darker one, and it kind of reflects. The zodiac signs associated with labradorite is a Leo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Go figure. Planet is Uranus. The element that goes with labradorite is water, and the vibration, which is the numbers, are 6 and 7. 7 is one of my favorite numbers too. There are plenty of ways you can use labradorite. It has healing properties, and some of them are like transformation. It also helps to strengthen your will. It's very calming. It expands your consciousness. So, I use it during readings, when I want to connect with people. It expands your consciousness. And it also stimulates your imagination, which is great too. Another good thing to do with labradorite is sleep with it, like come under your pillow. So, it can help with dreams too. Crystals also have healing properties in the human body too. So labradorite, it helps with addictions, like drug addictions or anything like that. Anything with the eyes or brain. So if you got like any eye disorder or glaucoma or anything like that, it may help with some of that pressure behind your eyes. Any type of brain or mental disorder like depression, anxiety, stress. And it also strengthens your mental acuity. So if you have problems with like memory or recall, keep a piece of labradorite in your pocket. It might help with that. Or if you meditate and you can't find clarity, right there. It also helps with, on the emotional side, it helps with self-confidence, self-worth, and it helps with codependence. If you have issues with codependence, we have codependent people out here who have to depend on certain things. It helps with that. Oh, and depend on certain things and people. It helps with that. Spiritual aspects, it helps with the ascension process. It's aura protection and cleansing, so you can cleanse yourself with it. Connecting with your higher self, like I said during meditation, mediumship, meditation, enhancing your dreams, and cosmic awareness. Very great crystal.
It's one of my favorites too.
I love it.
That was actually my very first crystal that I ever purchased.
It's funny thing is, I'm not even talking about my very first crystal because I thought you were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Next time.
Okay, so I am going to talk about red jasper. Red jasper is, of course, red. It kind of looks like copper type of crystal.
She was smart. She bought
her. Red jasper is for the root chakra. It assists in helping you with circumstances and facilitate dreams, dream recalls. It prevents setback. It's a protection. It absorbs negative energy. It also strengthens personal boundaries. It increases courage and determination. It's also detoxifying, and it's useful in improving circulatory and liver health. And it's also for grounding. So what I normally do when I, first when I get a new crystal, I usually sage it. And anytime that you get any crystals, you want to make sure that you clear it of any energies or anybody else's energy. So you always want to sage it first. And once you sage it, sometimes I either leave it on my altar for a little bit, or I hold it, or most times I kind of sleep with it so it can have my energy go into it before I start. I wear a crystal every day. I always put a crystal in my bra. I have one on today. I have crystals in my bra. I wear a crystal every day. I wear whatever mood I'm in or whatever I think that I want to enhance or do for the day. That's the crystal that I choose, or whatever crystal that speaks to me in the morning before I head out to go to work. I always put a crystal in my bra. I also wear a bracelet, a crystal bracelet, for, you know, whatever I'm going through. But that is the red jasper. You want to go with your second crystal that you like?
I also want to say I'm like you with charging the crystals. I charge mine by moonlight. I clear them.
Yep.
I use sage. Then I charge them by moonlight. Some crystals you could charge by sun. Be careful and read about the crystal, because some crystals you cannot leave out in the sun.
Or water.
Or water.
Like selenite.
Yeah, so kind of like learn your crystals and read about them. So that could be a video for another day, like how to charge crystals and stuff like that.
Funny story real quick. There was a full moon the other day. So I take all my crystals. I have a truck. So I put my crystals on top of my truck because that's the highest point that I feel like that they get more of the moonlight. Went to work. Forgot they was up there. Didn't take them down. Got all the way to work. Sat there for a minute. Probably was there for a good hour. Thought like, oh my God, I left my crystals on top of my car. Went back outside. They were still on top of my car. They didn't even fall. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was about to cry like, oh my God, I lost all my crystals. But yeah, they were still there.
You know, my crystals have left me. That can happen too. Your crystals can leave or they get missing. And all of a sudden you'll find them. My amethyst is missing. My smaller labradorite is missing. My big old chunk of carnelian is missing. I'm like, where
That
did
one
they
that you used
go?
to keep on the table, I love that one. That's missing.
No, not the big labradorite, but the smaller one.
Oh.
Because I got a piece of labradorite. It's about that big. And then I got one that's about that big.
Mm.
When you put your pocket, it's gone. If you see them, tell them I'm looking for them. But oftentimes when you no longer need them, they'll disappear and they'll get missing.
Yeah.
Crystals are living things.
Yep.
They're like storage. They're like,
yeah,
I look at them like USB. They store
yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
they
good way of
absorb
looking
information,
at
store
it.
information. So you can program a crystal to do basically whatever you want. And that'll be a video for another day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so another one of my favorite crystals, and I love to make waist beads with these, is carnelian. Everybody knows what carnelian is. It's a very common crystal. It's orange.
It's orange. Yes,
Orange.
it's orange.
So it's orange crystal, and it helps. The chakra that it helps with is your sacral area. So, the zodiac sign for this crystal is Cancer, which is my rising sign. Makes sense. Leo and Taurus. Its vibration is the numbers 5 and 6. Physical ailments that the carnelian assists with is like kidney and liver disorders, any type of infection down there, infertility, because you know that's where your reproductive organs are, any type of edema, your gallbladders down in your area, of course ovarian and uterine health, because same area, like lower back pain, like flank pain, it helps with that. For emotional well-being, it's good for acceptance, releasing anger, happiness, self-worth, and confidence, and sexuality. Don't forget that your sacral chakra is your chakra of that's where your sexual organs are. So that's like your relationships, how you relate to things. So it can be like your romantic relationships or your relationship with money. People keep thinking that money's in the root. Money's in all chakras, you know, it's energy. So how do you relate to it? You know what I mean? How do you, stuff like that. So it's also important with self-worth too. You'd be surprised. That's one, to me, I think that's one of the hardest chakras to balance. And it's crazy because highly spiritual people, their lower chakras, it's hard to balance those. And people who aren't as spiritual as some, It's those higher chakras that are harder to balance. I'm starting to notice from my seeing things and my experience from connected with different people and aligning their chakras. I'm starting to notice that. Like,
I agree.
Me, my lower chakras, they always wacky somehow. So it's always one.
Yep.
It's just like,
yep.
My friend just did some work on me, and she said, "Oh, your sacral is off. It's always off." Yeah. You know, that's my chakra I struggle with. It's off.
Yep.
What's yours? Which one do you think? Oh, my heart's always off.
Yeah, my sacral's always off. It's always that, and yeah, my heart is always off too. More of my sacral, like you say. I think that's probably off the most. Yeah, that's where you store most of your emotions. I'm an emotional person, so.
And I'm not. So we opposites. Yeah, I need to be more emotional.
Yeah.
I need to open up a little bit more.
I need to take some hurt energy and not be so open. Be a little bit more tougher.
You know, you get hurt, you just clank, clank.
Yeah.
Look, our issues. One day we'll talk about them. Spiritual well-being is good for balance. Appreciation and gratitude, which are one of my favorite things. I'm always big on being appreciative. Spiritual protection. Ooh, past life recall and creation. Of course, creation. That's the chakra of creation. We carry them babies down there. Yep. We get the love making to create the babies down there. Creation of businesses, ideas.
Good one.
Art.
Yep.
That's the chakra of creation. Yep. Very important chakra.
Creativity. Yep.
And I think that's all I got for Carly. I'm sorry. Awkward pause.
That's all right.
Okay, what's your second?
My second one is the Labradorite. It's like this cute little purple. I don't know if you all can see it. Cute little purple.
I never heard of that one till now. Let me see it. It's pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is pretty.
That is pretty.
I know it's hard for y'all to see because of the lighting, but it's like there we go. It's like a pretty light purple. It kind of reminds me of the moon with all the craters on it. Look at it. But the moon is more round, of course. Look, this is how my mind goes.
So this particular crystal is good for the crown chakra. It's calm, it's soothing, it's excellent for business pursuits. It induces self-love. It assists with openness and honesty. It's good to have this put up underneath your pillow for a peaceful sleep. It also clears electronic magnetic pollution caused by computers and other electronic devices. So this one is usually the one that I wear to work a lot because I work with computers and I'm around the computers all day. This is one of the ones that I most likely wear almost every day, and I'll just pop it in my bra and wear it almost every day.
I want one.
And then this also aids with acne. It also helps with acne. So
I want one.
You want one?
Yes, I'm going to go get you one.
Yeah. So this is a very, very, very good crystal.
I'm going to go order one. She's giving me ideas.
Okay. So I think we both did 2 crystals a piece. The next thing that we're going to go through, we're going to introduce one new herb. I know last time we talked about 2 other herbs. Since we did 2 crystals today, we're going to do just one herb a piece. We're each going to pick one of our next favorite ones that we like to use.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh. So I picked a very common herb this time. I picked lavender.
Oh, I love lavender.
I love lavender. Lavender is very common. I think everybody loves lavender. We like the smell of it. It smells in our home. And I remember one time the grocery store had a whole bunch of lavender out. It was like on sale, and I grabbed it, and it had my house smelling so good. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty too. So lavender is it's like purple, like that prettier. It's lavender. Like
the lavender color.
It's the lavender color. Like, I wonder, did the color come from the flower? Or did the flower come from the color?
Ooh.
Things that make
Requirements.
I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so lavender is a masculine plant. You know, everything has masculine or feminine properties, and lavender is a masculine plant. Its planet is Mercury, the planet of communication, and its element is air. It contains iron, vitamin A, calcium, phytonutrients, It's good for mental health. Calm your mind. Love lavender tea. It helps with migraines. It helps with acne. It could be a pain reliever. How does it put you to
I
sleep?
didn't know that.
Lavender make you sleepy.
Yeah, lavender makes me sleepy.
It helps with respiratory issues. It also helps with like O2 in your blood, like with hypertension or anything like that. They say it could be used as a bug repellent.
I heard that before.
I haven't tried that. Urinary tract health and antioxidants. I know that we're starting to, when I worked in a nursing home, we started introducing more holistic things. And we'll get diffusers. We will burn lavender oil.
Oh, yeah.
And that will help the dementia residents calm down in the evening time so they can sleep, especially the ones with like anxiety and things like that. You know, sundowners.
Yeah.
It helped a lot with that. So lavender is an amazing flower, and it's got more properties than the one I wrote down. It's just good to have in your house.
Yeah, lavender.
You know, it's one of the ingredients I use in my sleep oil. And if you've tried my sleep oil before, you know, night, you just put a little bit on.
Yes.
You be knocked out.
Yes.
For my folks who like the magical properties of it, lavender is also used for love and protection, sleep, dream recall, longevity, purification, happiness, and peace. It does give you like this happy, calming effect. Like,
Yep. I agree.
lavender. So for me, the way I use lavender, like I said, I use it in my sleep oil. I also use it in a butter that I put on my skin, like a calming butter. Or like I've purchased soaps with lavender in it. I also use it in my diffuser. But the way that I use it mostly is in the tea. I love to drink, strain and drink lavender in the tea.
Have a lavender body butter, everybody. If anybody wants
It
lavender,
smells delicious.
have a lavender body butter also.
You know, any type of, it smells good. You can spray it on as a perfume spray. It just smells good.
It does.
Healthy properties too. What you got, my love?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Well, I brought, and I'm going to discuss sea moss. I guess that's probably like a big fad. Everybody's talking about sea moss, but so I wanted to see what the hype was about sea moss. So sea moss is something that I started taking and using for probably about 3 weeks now. So first of all, this is sea moss. So this is sea moss. You probably can't see. Oh, with the camera. This is sea moss. This is the dry portion of it. So first I'll tell you what the properties is, and then I'll tell you what I do. So sea moss is like a superfood, and you can consume it daily. So how you consume it, you can put it in the blend. You can put it in blenders. You can put it in your food. You can put it in smoothies. Is usually what I do when I make a smoothie in the morning. I just take a spoonful, put it in my smoothie. You can put it in yogurt, non-dairy yogurt, or just sometimes when I don't have time to make a smoothie in the morning, because sometimes, you know, when you just running late and you got kids and you got to do XYZ, I just take a spoonful of it, you know, eat it, and then just go about my day and drink some water. Doesn't taste the best, but usually things that don't taste good is good for you. So sometimes you just gotta thug it.
My struggle.
Yeah, just gotta thug it out. Gotta thug it out. So sea moss has 92 of the 102 minerals that we need in our bodies daily. It's rich in calcium. Calcium, you know, you need it for your bones. I know they always tell us that you're supposed to drink milk. You're not supposed to drink milk, dairy. No. It has iodine in it, potassium. Potassium is very, very important. Potassium can get very, very low. If your potassium gets really, really low, you can be actually very, very sick. My sister was actually in the hospital for low potassium, and she was like lethargic. She couldn't move. She couldn't do
It
nothing.
could put you on cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
High potassium can put you on cardiac arrest.
So yes, this is supposed to help. It's good. It has zinc. It helps with your bones, your joints for strength, your skin elasticity, so you can be, you know, try to stay all tight and right. You can also put it on your face as a face mask. You can also put it in your hair as conditioner. It helps with eczema and hair loss. You can also add it to baby food. So sea moss is actually good for baby food as well. So if you blend it up and make it, you can also add it to baby food, and it's safe for babies. Sea moss gives you energy. It's a detox. It also helps with weight loss. It helps with inflammation. It helps balance your hormones. Women, you know how we get hormonal. And also women of a more mature age in life. Once you reach that age, you know you might need a little bit more hormonal imbalance.
I ain't there yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you know. It also helps with sexual dysfunction and brain fog. You know, sometimes you just need to clear your brain. So it helps with all that. So sea moss, normally what I do, this is the dry portion, what I showed you before. So what you have to do when it comes to the dry portion, you have to get a bowl, you soak it. You either soak it overnight or you can soak it for like 4 to 6 hours, whichever one you choose. I just usually soak it in a bowl overnight. It becomes soft. It becomes soft and it kind of perforates. It gets puffy. Once it does that, you drain it because you want to get all like the dirt, because this actually comes from like the sea moss. It comes from the sea. It actually grows like on a rock. If you get real sea moss. I don't know if you got fake sea moss, but I don't know how people are doing it. But anyway, after you soak it.
I'm sorry. I don't know how people do it. I'm sorry.
After you soak it, you drain it so you get all the stuff that comes off of it, and then it's nice and soft and kind of squishy. Kind of look like a squeak because it's nice and squishy. Then you put it in a blender and you add just a little bit of water, of distilled water, not faucet water, but you use a little bit of distilled water, and then you blend it up. And then once you blend it up, it turns into a gel. I don't know if you all can see this. It turns into a gel.
Well, like, that's not helping.
I know.
Hold on, let me just turn the light off for a second so people can see it.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. It turns into like this gel. So with this gel, this is what you can eat, like I said, that's the kind that you put in smoothies or you put it in yogurt or whatever. So I usually just make a smoothie in the morning. I kind of put it in the back of the refrigerator because I make a smoothie for the kids, and I just put a little hunk in there and give it to them. They don't know, but they see it, they're like, oh, I don't want none of that. But you know, they don't know. What they don't see, they don't know. So
they don't taste it?
It don't, because I use a lot of fruit, they don't taste it.
Oh,
but
okay.
if they see it and they know I put it in there, then they be like, I taste it. But you know, if you don't see it and you just put it in there, they don't know. But so I give this to everybody in the whole household. So everybody in the whole household is on sea moss without them even knowing that they own it. But yeah,
I'm
so
trying
that's
to
what
figure out
we're
a way to
doing.
sneak it to my children. My children, they be knowing like, what's this? They know like.
Tastes funny.
You fooled me. You
No,
bamboozled me.
Yeah, you got to be like, oh, this is so good. Taste this.
Inject it in the chicken nuggets. That's how my 4-year-old eats chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. We ground them up a little bit. So yeah, and it's not very expensive, sea moss. It just depends on where you go. I know we got a bunch of like little herbal stores around here. So, or you can always go online and order it offline. So, but make sure it says organic sea moss. They also have Irish moss too, which is just as good as well. So, make sure that you, check it out before you get it. Make sure you check the website just to make sure that it's legit. If you don't actually go to a store and purchase it. Okay. Well, guys, that is all that we have for this week. We will be back next week with more handy dandy tips for your health. Okay? Jazz, you want to tell them how they can get in touch with you?
Well, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can visit my website at www.jazzthemedium.com. I am also on Facebook, Jazz the Medium, IG, Jazz the Medium, and I have a YouTube channel, What It Do, Jazz the Medium. So you can catch some of my videos there, our weekly show, and I have some informational videos. I will be uploading more content here soon. You can also check out our weekly show. If you have any questions, hit us up. We're going to stop for a few weeks. We're working on Michelle's platform right now, but when we get back to What It Do, we'll be taking questions again. I'm making some changes to the platform, which is going to be super dope.
Hey.
Super duper dope.
Okay, well, this has been Pure Truth. And again, I'm Michelle Parker. You can also reach me on Facebook as Michelle Parker. And I'm also on IG as Lil Sis Parker. And I also am starting a website. I haven't got it together yet, but I also sell body butters, all different kinds, flavors.
They smell delicious.
So you can also hit me up, inbox me, DM me, let me know. I will have prices posted shortly, but check us out and we will talk to you again next week. Take care.
Peace.
All right.